Hi, my name is James Frazier, and this is my second presentation for Governing Economics B. And for this presentation, I went ahead and chose the topic of whether or not animal sacrifice in view of passersby should be allowed. So, like animal sacrifice being done in a church's courtyard, whether or not that should be allowed. And so, to cover this question, what I'll be looking at are three things: the free exercise clause, how this clause is related to this topic, and then how the consideration of it being done on private property is also considered. And then I'll go ahead and give my bibliography at the end. So the free exercise clause. So this is in the First Amendment of the U.S. Constitution, and what it says is that Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof. So what this does is basically it creates a separation between church and state, saying that the state can't get involved with or pass laws prohibiting what the church wants to do in their way that they are going to worship or conduct their services. And so this is obviously going to have an effect on this in the sense that really no law could be passed to stop them from doing the animal sacrifice or doing it in the courtyard, because they are just exercising their religion and doing what their religious practices. And so this is protected by the U.S. Constitution. Any law that would be passed trying to stop this would be unconstitutional. And then we can also look at the consideration of it being done on private property. It's being done on the church's land, where obviously the church is giving consent for this, for the sacrifices to go ahead and take place. It's basically the private property owner has given consent, meaning it's completely okay for them to be doing the sacrifices on this land. And so, and also another thing just to think about when you're looking at this is that it seems like it would have no relationship to most people, but it's like someone sitting out in a church's courtyard reading a Bible or some other sort of religious book. Someone passing by could find that offensive and say, well, no, I don't, that shouldn't be allowed. They should have to keep it inside the church. But with the first part that we were talking about, the free exercise clause, that's protected, and so is the animal sacrifices. It seems like those two things to most people are like completely opposite. They have no relation, but it would be this considered the same when sense of this, that if you're going to be allowed to read a religious book outside, and so a passerby may be able to see you, it also should be okay for someone else to do the animal sacrificing outside where a passerby may be able to see it. I know it seems like it wouldn't make any sense that they're connected, but they are. And so that's my presentation, and here's my bibliography for the two sources I used. And I look forward to seeing you guys in class.